We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. It's the ThinkSoJoe Show!
You're kind of purple.
Holy balls. That's my Mean Gene tribute for the night. Anyway.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. It's not so happy. We lost Mean Gene Okerlund.
I know.
If you want to find out what happened, call me on the hotline at 1-900-909-9900. And we lost Super Dave Osborne.
Yeah.
Who you were like, who the hell's Super Dave Osborne? And I had to show you videos.
Yeah, but I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up to that. The first thing I saw when I woke up this morning was a message like, dude, Mean Gene died.
I almost woke you up the moment I saw
and
that it happened.
I don't know that I've told this story on the air because I know Bobby Heenan and Roddy Piper have died in the past few years too. But Roddy Piper, Bobby Heenan, and Mean Gene Okerlund were doing a signing at WWE Niagara Falls. This is years ago. There used to be a place up in Niagara Falls, Ontario called WWE Niagara Falls where they would, of course, sell WWE merchandise. They would occasionally have WWE wrestlers or legends in that case come in and get their autographs, sign autographs. That's where I, got to meet Edge when Edge was signing there. And we used to go up there and hang out all the time. Check out the merchandise. That's where I bought my Kurt Angle shirt I wore to WrestleMania 19. Anyway, but I digress. They were doing this huge weekend of signings, right? And it was like Brock Lesnar was supposed to be on one of the days, but he fell off of a boat and injured himself.
Really?
And so they replaced him with Trish Stratus, and we were there to meet Brock Lesnar, but I had to settle to meet Trish Stratus for the second time.
You poor thing.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, they did, Lita was one of the days, but I had to work, so I couldn't go.
Oh,
so I have still not to this day met Lita. And one of the days was they were doing Roddy Piper, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Mean Gene Okerlund. And so we got up there a little bit late. I don't know if I overslept or somebody overslept or we just couldn't had trouble getting over I don't know what the case was, but we got there late. And so this security guard would not let us in line. Like, we're standing there, we got, I had my Bobby Heenan action figure, which is one of the ones I'm hanging on to.
Yeah.
That one's not going anywhere. But I had my Bobby Heenan action figure. Bobby Heenan's always been one of my favorites ever. Roddy Piper, too, and Mean Gene Okerlund. They're all, great in their own, in what they do. So they did this, Roddy Piper used to have his interview segment, The Piper's Pit. So they did one of those with the three of them, and it was, it was absolutely hilarious, and we got to see it, but we didn't get to go in to meet them because this security guard was just being a total dick.
That sucks.
Like, you guys got here 2 minutes after we closed off the ropes, so you can't fucking come in. Like,
yeah.
Fuck you, dude. Now I really fucking hate that security guard, Like, because I never got to meet Bobby, I never got to meet Roddy, and I never got to meet Mean Gene Okerlund. So I'm like, I'm happy for all my friends that did get to meet them and spend some time with them and everything. But like, I never got to meet them, like, and, but, that was my, Mean Gene experience, I guess.
Yeah.
And also my Bobby Heenan, Roddy Piper. I mean, I've seen them, I've seen Roddy Piper, wrestle a couple of times. I've seen Bobby Heenan manage and, I don't know if I've seen Mean Gene, as a matter of fact, because we were at one of those old school Raws they did a few years ago, and Mean Gene was emceeing the Mae Young birthday party.
Oh.
And Mae Young's no longer with us now either, so.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was a sad day for me to wake up and get the news of Mean Gene Okerlund. And,
but with those braids, how can you be sad?
Yeah. And then I got the message, an hour later, dude, Super Dave too. Like, oh, man, I remember seeing that guy on TV when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I didn't realize, he was actually an actor, he's Bob Einstein is the guy's name. He was on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's the #1 trending topic on Twitter right now, followed by Gene.
Oh.
So, the two of them, and then Super Dave is the 4th top trend right now. So, and Marty Funkhauser, which was one of the characters Bob Einstein played, aside from
really?
Super Dave, is up there, yeah. And of course, my contribution to the conversation on Twitter was just to post the SummerSlam sign falling, and Gene turned around like, fuck! Is this $200 an hour? What is this? But, yeah, so, there's that.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting on the couch, just hanging out. We were just having a conversation.
Yeah.
And I picked up my phone, and I had a message from Robbie Takak.
What?
Yeah, Robbie Takak.
I know.
Yeah. Like, why? What's up with, like, a celebrity just messaged me out of the blue, like, hey Robbie, what's up? You know. We're discussing something. I don't want to say anything until I know anything. So, you know.
But something cool might happen because
Yeah,
they're talking.
I was very excited to get the message, but I'm like, I looked at you. I'm like, what do I tell this guy? You know, like I told you what the message said, and I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Like I really don't. I have no idea. But yeah, so yeah, I that happened.
Yeah.
So that was a pleasant surprise. Happy New Year, everybody who's tuning in. And I haven't said Happy New Year to yet because
Happy New Year.
Because you know you guys didn't come to my show, you jerks.
I went.
It was a
to
good
the
show. You did.
I just had to leave because I felt like I hit a brick wall.
So Tokyo Monsters. We had Tokyo Monsters play through midnight, right? With like the caveat of okay, you guys are gonna ring in the New Year. So I pull up this. I downloaded this app, and let me see what this app is called. Because I never had this app before. It was a new app. I got to respond to TJ from days ago. He just messaged me.
Doesn't he know you're busy right now?
No, and that's
TJ.
but that's my mistake. That is entirely my mistake. So I got to get back to him in a second. But
TJ's been all business today.
TJ is all business. That's what he's contacting me about anyway. But Time Until is the name of this app that I downloaded. And they said, oh, yeah, it was fine up until there was like 10 seconds left. And then it got all weird. And I don't know what I don't, like, they couldn't really describe how it got all weird, but they couldn't see the countdown. So I'm over there like, Joe, count down to midnight. And he's like just confused looking around and gets off stage and kisses his girlfriend. Like, you know, like, oh, hey.
Epic.
Like, yeah, just do you hear everybody at the bar who's watching the New Year, you know, Dick Clark's rocking New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest.
Rocking.
And, yeah, they're all cheering. So we're just like, yeah, okay, it's midnight, I guess.
Yeah.
They handed me back the phone and it's like, oh, it's 10 seconds past midnight. Like, oh, hey, great. So they got off stage. I'm like, the idea was for you guys to count down. They're like, yeah, but the app fucked up. I'm like, oh, that's my fault then. Okay, never mind. You know? But no, it was a great party. We had a lot of fun. We had Tokyo Monsters played us through midnight. Yellow Sauce were there. Cardboard Homestead. Of course, Days Ago. We had half of Days Ago, and they still killed it.
I was really bummed to miss that.
There were 197 balloons strewn about Stamps.
Yeah.
It was because 3 of them popped. It's weird because we got the same brand for both colors.
Yeah, that was weird.
And the gold ones were all weird.
But the color of the gold ones was really nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No,
it
looked
just the shape and size that was questionable.
But even just like the pictures that we took of the balloons, just holy crap, they matched perfectly with the flyer that we had.
Yeah.
So, we're not resting on okay, we just finished 2018, we just did our New Year's show, we can take a month off. No, we're not doing that this year because we are back. We're back at it this Saturday night at Tudor Lounge.
Oh shit.
And what a show. What an interesting lineup we've got here. We're going to play kind of the bands. I mean, we've got the Scarecrow show, and they're friends of ours. They've been on a lot of our shows, and we love them to death. We've got Shambles. This is their second all-WNY show. And
excellent.
I absolutely,
we love those boys.
Yeah, I got to hang out with Ryan a few weeks back. And
yeah.
Thinking of seeing if he wants to go to that Sabres skills competition Sunday morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe text him later and see what's up with that.
What's that all about?
That's well, you don't watch hockey, so
No.
you don't know what the skills competition is at the All-Star game, but they do like fastest skater, hardest shot,
Okay.
shot accuracy, and like all kinds of stuff like that. So this is that, but it's just the current Buffalo Sabres playing, and they're gonna have Sabres alumni and current players signing autographs for like 2 hours beforehand.
That's pretty sweet. I
So-
hope you guys do that.
So I'm gonna, and the
I would
the
say
tickets
I
are
want to go, but like I just wouldn't appreciate it like you guys.
the tickets are only $10. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Ryan a text later on tonight, or maybe he's
Maybe
listening.
on a song break.
He might be listening. I don't know.
Ryan.
But I'm thinking of shooting him a text and saying, "Hey man, you want to go to this thing? I'll pick up the tickets. You just give me the $10 when I see you or whatever." Like, for $10, that's not a bad deal at all. It's gonna be a good solid hour or so of entertainment. It's always fun to watch that during the All-Star break on NBC. When the day
Well,
before
that's
the
cool.
All-Star game. The Winter Classic was yesterday.
I know.
I'm severely disappointed because Boston won and are now ahead of Buffalo in the standings.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sports.
yeah. Well, sports. You live with me. There are 6 Sabres jerseys in this room alone. No, 5 in this room alone. There's one in the closet.
Oh. There's only one in the closet?
There's only one Sabres jersey in the
Which
closet.
one's in the closet?
The Slug.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because it's ugly?
because it's the Slug. But yeah, so hopefully the Sabres will bounce back and they'll be able to finally beat Florida tomorrow night. And
Oh my god.
I don't know, and I'd like to go boo Keith Yandel some more, but I don't want to spend that kind of money right now. I've spent so much money. We got groceries delivered.
Oh my god, we are so
Ryan just
weird.
texted. Ryan texted me. He's listening. He said if he's not too hungover, he's down. We ordered groceries yesterday. We used this app called Instacart,
Very cool.
which is basically like Uber for groceries.
I slept through most of this experience.
Well, you were like, well, my biggest complaint about going to buy groceries anymore is I'm like the main thing I want to buy is Pepsi,
Right.
and you're always like, well, can you get vinegar and sugar and flour and all this other heavy stuff? And also, so like you didn't need like sugar or flour, you did need you wanted a gallon of vinegar or whatever size that is, like the big,
I think it's a gallon.
the big container of vinegar. And I'm like, and you also wanted paper towels.
I only meant like one thing of paper towels.
But
like,
you know me, I like to buy the big things of paper towels and toilet paper, stuff like that, because it lasts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, crap. So like if I go, like, how am I going to carry all this stuff? Because like when it was just vinegar, paper towels, and Pepsi, like, okay, I can handle that.
Right.
But you're like, we need eggs, and we need bread, and we need cheese, and we need all this other, like,
I know.
like,
I'm very demanding.
oh, okay, so now I got to carry all this stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you know what? Tops delivers. They have a sign on the front window. Tops delivers, right? So I said, you know what? Let me check this out. Let me look into this. So I went on topsmarkets.com and I went in and they had the Instacart link and like it's you spend $35 and it's free. The delivery's free.
Yeah.
You just tip the driver. So that's or the shopper, as it were. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. So we ordered some food and, Pepsi and, lots of Pepsi.
Well, yeah, because it was like buy 4 6-packs.
No,
and
it was
like $11.
Yeah, it was 4 for $11, which is, they're usually like $4 each.
Yeah.
Or actually more than that. They're like $8 each. At Tops anyway, they're like $4 each at Dollar General usually. So it was like, all right, let me try this, and we had an excellent experience. The lady was very nice. She packed everything lightly because she said usually her customers are old people who order because they can't carry the stuff, and it's like, well, we order because we don't drive. Well, no, we just don't drive. It just makes it that much easier. And so she she did. There was a bag missing, which had the bread and the eggs in it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna. It's an honest mistake. It's a mistake that I would make myself.
It's a
You know what I mean?
mistake
So-
that ruined breakfast, okay?
It did not. You still had eggs, and you still made eggs.
For you.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you had. You just.
I had popcorn.
Oh, you had popcorn.
You'll notice the popcorn kind of gone.
Oh, great.
Sorry.
I was enjoying that.
I was too,
I don't usually eat popcorn, but I was eating all that.
Yeah, you guys, those 3 flavor tins. Although
I'll eat those.
Although we had caramel, which the caramel was super good. We had regular and we had butter. There was no cheese.
That wasn't cheese?
If it was not very cheesy.
Huh.
I think it was just regular and butter.
I don't know. Whatever. It was good.
But I like to mix them all together and have the,
That's what I've been doing. I've been putting them, like, grabbing handfuls and throw them in a bowl and come in here and eat, or go out in the living room and eat and watch YouTube or something, or eat while I'm playing NHL 19 and yelling at my teammates who can't hear me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, all of the rage in the entire world is saved in Joe's life for when he's playing NHL 3s.
Oh my God. What do you expect with these idiots they give me as teammates? I'm up like 11-0. And then all of a sudden, like, my team just starts doing what the fuck ever they were doing, letting the other team score on them. And then the next thing you know, like, we're up like there's these negative money pucks, right? So they're worth from -3 to +3, and if it's a -1, whoever gets scored on loses that many points, right? So negative money puck, this idiot on my team puts it in our own net on purpose, ties the game. Ties the game. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? So I'm just screaming at the TV, like, you fucking morons, And then we ended up losing in overtime. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me with these fucking idiots they give me as teammates. But I still like playing 3s because it gives me more experience points so I can unlock more stuff. So, Lady Laura Moore says popcorn should be banned.
Why? I need reasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to message TJ back during the break.
I do have some shit stuck in my teeth from eating the popcorn, and it's bothering me.
See, that's why I never really ate popcorn much. Was like it would get stuck in my teeth, but now I have less teeth, so it doesn't bother me so much.
I guess adulting gone right.
Scott messaged me last week. And he says, hey, did you ever sit down to do a long day of work, but then you bite your tongue and can't work? I said, Scott, like, I've done that, yes, but I've still worked. And also, I had a loose tooth, and I refused to pull it until I was finished reading this audiobook. And then I pulled it right after and went back to work 5 minutes later.
Did you wish that you had pulled it earlier?
Kinda.
Yeah. Did it give you, like, relief once it was out of there?
Only because it was loose, and like I would wake up and it would be like tilted inward. So like when I would bite, it would just be weird.
You would feel it every time you move.
It would be weird.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, that's got to go. But I got to finish this book. Yeah, I got a 98,000 word book to work on.
That's like a number where it's like, okay, you can just say a lot. Like that number doesn't exist.
Oh, that number does exist.
It's infinity. You might as well say it's infinity gazillion.
That number does exist, and it's worth $1,600. Yes, I have fewer teeth than before.
What?
I actually had a discussion with our former co-host Brian, about how much to charge for a 100,000 word order, and he said, I charge this guy significantly less than what I would charge the guy. And like I have 67 days to do it. Like, why do you need 67 days to read 100,000 words? Like literally I'm 2,000 words less than that, and I'm at 21 days to deliver and like $650 more than what Brian's charging the guy. Like, like, I don't understand, like, I wish I had 67 days to do this. I just,
right. Then you would have like 60 days to procrastinate and not do it.
Pretty much. Well, hey, let's be fair here. I started this book already. I got the order yesterday. I started it yesterday. If you can believe that. Usually when
I didn't know that. That's very good.
I will probably eventually lose more teeth, yes. Anyway. But yeah, like I normally will wait till the last possible second to do a book. I did the last one, which was not nearly this long, but I did it within, like 3 days.
Okay.
Delivered it with 19 hours to go. This one, my plan was to do like 10,000 words a night and have it done in like 10 days. And still have like plenty of time before the deadline, so that way I could get paid sooner.
Oh yeah.
You know, because that's a significant amount of money that I'm getting paid for that job.
Yeah.
But our poll from last week.
Oh.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube? That's still open for another 40 minutes or so.
40 minutes, guys. We have not thought of a poll for this week.
Not yet. We'll come up with one hopefully during the next song break.
Yeah.
The first song break. And that way we'll be able to launch it as soon as this one closes. But man, there are a lot of people out there that can't solve Rubik's Cubes.
Yep, you're kind of special.
I believe the count last time I checked was like 30-4. Or like 26-4 or something. I don't know how. I know there were like 4 on the yes side there. So
that's it. It was 4, huh?
Yeah, let me. It's definitely a landslide in the opposite direction. We are at 30 votes, so it is 26 no to 4 yes. Interesting to note, however, Nick Lucido can solve a Rubik's Cube.
That is, there's something going on in that head.
And Danielle from Janie Crash and the Tall Man. She can solve a Rubik's Cube, and my old buddy from the Living Brain Dead, John Meese.
Oh, really?
Can solve a Rubik's Cube.
Cool.
In fact, he auditioned to be in ThinkSoJoe Brain, and when we went over to audition him, he had all these Rubik's Cubes, like there was like 3 of them, like on top of his TV. I'm like, oh, hey, you solve Rubik's Cubes? He said, yeah, once you know the algorithm. Like, yeah, I know, I do it all the time. And then I told him the difference between, like having to solve a regular Rubik's Cube and then solving a picture Rubik's Cube, which is, a couple extra steps.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed this Rubik's Cube your mom got me for Christmas.
Aww.
It's very, it turns very
Mom,
well.
Mom, are you listening? Mom. Mom, Joe likes the Rubik's Cube. Mom.
I do. Mark just sent us a picture.
Oh, dear.
Mark is, he said, Happy New Year. He's very upset about the performance of the Buffalo Sabres as of late. He messaged me this morning like, what the fuck is wrong with the Sabres? Like, well, I don't know. Hopefully they get this shit out of their system and bounce back and start winning regularly again. We'll see.
Yeah, that was cool when they did that.
Yeah.
So I'm done with coffee for the night.
All right.
You guys, mark my words. I'm not going to get more.
Laura,
I'm probably going to get more.
Laura is very excited over the Living Brain Dead, reference.
Nice.
That I made to my former guitarist. Yeah, that was we had one practice.
One practice. You know what? It's something.
We had one practice. We had a drummer, and then the guy whose garage we were practicing in, his neighbors called his landlord.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys were too intense, huh?
There was a band 2 houses down. It was probably them.
Right. Okay.
We were trading Iron Maiden riffs. Because we could hear them, they could hear us. Like, the drummer that we were auditioning shows up, and he's like, oh, man, I was confused, because I was wondering if it was here or if it was the house a couple of doors down where I saw guitarists unloading. Like,
that's
wait,
funny.
What? We didn't know anything about that. We got is this guy kind of a sailor or something here, huh?
Oh, that's classy and classic. It is both.
It is the nice contrast between the lights and the darks.
It looks like the sheets are very clean
does.
That point in the process.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows if that little sailor's hat was nice and crisp and creased like that after that photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's speechless, guys. Well.
Well. Well, to quote my old buddy Joel Gertner, ECW alumni.
Oh.
Or alum.
I don't know.
Alumnus?
If there's only one of him, I think it's alum.
I don't know.
Is there more than one of him?
There is one of him.
One of him.
There is only one Joel Gertner.
There can be only one.
Follow him on Twitter at StudMuffinSays.
Huh?
And follow me on Twitter because whenever I watch ECW and he's on, I end up quoting him on Twitter. Particularly his ring introductions. This match is set for one fall, time limit 15 minutes. Your referee is bald.
Oh yeah, you've definitely mentioned him to me before.
I played you a part of his interview he did where he did the limerick about Buffalo for us after I was stuck and not able to get home for 4 days. I got home just in time to interview Joel Gertner of all people.
Yeah.
That was an incredibly fun time. I'm all excited about Robbie Takak, messaging me out of the blue. It's like, you would think I've never, had a conversation with a celebrity before, you know? It's not even the first time I had a celebrity message me out of the blue. It's, Diamond Dallas Page is my Facebook friend. He added me.
Aw. Is he the DDP yoga guy?
That is the DDP yoga guy.
I wouldn't be able to pick him out of a crowd, but I know you guys talking about the DDP yoga.
Yeah. I miss doing DDP yoga. I might have to sign back up for the service.
Do it. And you won't be bitching that you're fat in pictures. Although I think that was how you were sitting.
Mark sent us this. It's vote for your best butt. 1 through 6 there.
Oh, we actually have to pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Well, there's a microphone in my view here.
Fine.
I don't really.
Move it over to your screen then.
I don't.
There it is.
I feel like number 3's tan is painful.
He looks burnt.
He does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They've all got tan lines, so they're all disqualified.
I know. Look at these weirdos going out in the sun.
I know. Who the fuck goes out in the sun?
Who has enough vitamin D in this area, huh? I
do, because you force feed me that shit sometimes.
I took 6 vitamin D myself today. How many did I force feed you to have? None. And if I did, I'm sorry. I blacked out and I don't remember doing it.
No, you did that to me.
I overdosed on vitamin D and I had a lapse in time.
You did that to me once. You made me take vitamin D. I'm like, what the hell is this? You're like, it's vitamin D. We'll get you started on probiotics tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't want to take probiotics. Now that's a 10.
That's a 10, Laura.
She sent Homer Simpson's ass. Mark says number 2. I think I agree. I think out of all of these here.
I
let me pull it back up for you.
Yeah. 2, 4, 5. Number 6 bothers me.
There's something wrong.
There's something wrong with number 6.
Off.
Maybe he's made of wax and he's melting.
I got a Homer Simpson Christmas ornament from your mom.
Where are we gonna put that?
I don't know. I like it. It is Homer Simpson with a Christmas cookie.
It's like us.
A giant Christmas cookie, and he's dressed as Santa Claus.
It's really cute.
Yeah, I had to take a picture and send it to my best friend Turtle.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look what I got.
Oh, what button did you hit when you dropped it on the keyboard?
I don't think I accidentally hit a button this time. You put a cookie in front of me and it fell and it hit the music button on my keyboard.
Oh.
So it opened up the music player, which
That's
is
fun.
which is the app that plays the music for the show.
So you needed. You're welcome.
So it's like, oh yeah, I have to open that.
Yeah, you're welcome. What kind of cookie did I put in front of you?
It was a goo ball.
A s'mores goo ball.
Yeah.
It's pretty good shit.
Those things are great.
They're only $1.
Ginger snaps are great.
Oh, thank you. I love the ginger snaps.
The Reese's, the ones with the Reese cups,
the
Reese's Pieces. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
I don't even like peanut butter cookies, and those were great.
Oh my gosh.
You had Joe Baldwin from Tokyo Monsters. It was like, oh, I'm buying it now and I'm eating it now.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe, the other Joe and Karina.
Yeah.
For their help with their assistance in transporting the balloons from where I was blowing them up to where they were going.
Yes, they were like our mules.
One of the balloons wound up outside.
Really?
Yeah.
Only one.
Only one. Well, the door guy that we had, he was like, you still need more. Like, what do you mean I need more? He's like, well, the whole place isn't full yet. I was like, all right, next time I'll bring 400.
Oh, my God. He can tie them then. I actually got a blister and popped open my blister from tying the balloons. And
your sister, Allison, she helped.
She did. She's awesome at tying balloons. I don't know why.
I have a machine to blow up the fucking balloons, and she's like waiting for me to hand her balloons so she could tie them. Man, maybe slow. Like, I was trying to do like 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Cause like I figured out that because it's got the 2 nozzles.
Right.
And if you push down on the one, they both come on.
Oh.
And I didn't realize that. I thought it was just the one that you push down on, because there is an on-off switch that turns them both on and keeps them on. So I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 at a time. So put one over the one, and then put one over the one that you push down on. When I pushed down, the other one just shot the balloon right up in the air. It's like, okay, that didn't work.
Worth a try.
All right, let me go back to just blowing these up the way I was. But yeah, once she got in there, we got through that second batch of 100 really quick. It did not hurt that they were much better balloons than the gold ones, and I don't understand because they're the exact same brand.
That was crazy.
I bought them from 2 different sellers.
Maybe one's counterfeit. But
I mean, the labels looked identical, so I have no idea. I'm thinking of red balloons for the next time we're at Stamps.
Cool.
I think I'm going to buy 100 pack and just leave one out. So we'll have 99 red balloons.
We can count on one popping.
I suppose. I mean, we had 3 of the gold ones pop.
Right. Maybe
but none of the black ones. All of the black ones blew up just fine, and none of the
black balloons were fine. And then you get contacted by Robbie.
I know, right? I guess if we are going to, I can't talk about that because we don't know about it yet. So.
We don't know nothing.
Yeah.
But there's we could play some music.
Oh, I suppose we could. Let me get over to the music.
Who are we gonna play?
We're gonna start with our boys in Johnny Revolting.
Sweet.
You said they're playing somewhere, sometime.
Damn it.
And see, you're not even ready for this. You're telling me we need to play music. You're not even ready.
I dropped my thing.
I love Johnny Revolting. I finally got to see them for the first time, like late last year.
Oh my God! Can you smell that burp? That was so gross.
Late 2017.
Oh my God.
Late 2017, I got to see Johnny Revolting for the first time, and holy crap, were they amazing! And I'm like, man, I wish I hadn't left early from their other shows to catch buses. And,
yeah. I don't have it written down about them.
You don't have it written down. No. Well, I do know they have a show coming up because
we'll look it up during the song.
Yeah, because I was trying to book them for this Saturday, and they didn't want to because they had other shows around that date. So this is Johnny Revolting on old WNY Think So Joe show. This song called Small Man. Johnny Revolting on all WNY Think So Joe show. I think that's probably the first time we've actually played them on the show.
Since I've been here, for sure.
I've been like they don't have music on Facebook or anything, so it took me a minute to find them. But they do have a Bandcamp, and that's where we got the money from there, or the music from there, rather. But they are playing next Tuesday at Stamps. It is at Stamps with U.S. Bombs and Total Chaos, along with Grain of Salt and Sus.
That sounds like a really good show.
That does sound like a really good show. In fact, we let Cardboard Homestead open New Year's Eve so that they could leave and go hang out with Sus.
Yeah.
So, which is that's cool with me. I knew it was I knew they wanted to, and I was like, all right, let me take care of these guys because they're good to us.
Yeah, they really are.
We love Cardboard Homestead. They are great friends of ours.
And we're happy to see the new member, Josiah.
Yeah, Josiah really filled out their sound.
Yeah.
And then, of course, their drummer decided to go to the Sabres game.
Oh, the nerve, Cam.
He shows up in a Rasmus Dahlin jersey, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I couldn't go to the Sabres game because I had to be here setting up. You went to the Sabres game, you're opening the fucking show. It's all right, Cam. It's cool.
He literally walks in as they're sound checking the guitars, basically.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I mean, the good thing, but I mean, Cardboard Homestead are, they're great guys. They're a great band. They're fun to have on shows. But they show up late, start their set late, and finish early.
They run on punk time.
They run on punk time, exactly. But it's great because it
works out.
Because they start late, when they finish early, it's like, oh, okay, we're right back on time. And then we were still 10 minutes behind. So I don't know how we ended up that way, but because we let Tokyo Monsters play an extra song after midnight. Okay, guys, finish your set and we'll let Days Ago go up and do their thing. And
yeah.
And again, they were, half of Days Ago is still great,
I just signed TJ on to January 12th at Stamps. Greg Burt and I are putting together a show.
Nice.
And TJ will be there.
I might see if TJ wants to come jump in with us today. Because we're working on something together, and he was going to bring some resources for me. And I got confused thinking today was Thursday, and I'm like, yeah, I'm holding out for cheap tickets for the Sabres game. So if I can get them, I'm going to go to the game, but otherwise I'll be home at 7:00. Mm-hmm. And then I realized that yesterday was Tuesday, and that today is Wednesday. And
you missed a day in there, huh?
I have been it's been off all week for me. I don't know why. Probably the holiday. Yeah. And doing a show on a Monday night. That's something I don't usually do. So I just messaged him back and said, man, I'm a complete idiot and got my days mixed up, and right now we're doing the podcast. So I'm waiting for him to message me back. I might be like, dude, if you wanna drop by,
Please note I haven't showered or gotten dressed today. And this is the day you invite people over.
I'm not inviting. I'm just saying. Okay, I won't have them come over. I haven't showered since Monday either. So
Flintstone and
because Mark wanted to see the Homer Simpson ass, so I sent him the Homer Simpson ass, and he said woohoo, and then he sent me this picture of Fred and Wilma.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Do you think Wilma's nipples are actually that dark?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
She has red hair. She likely has fair nipples.
I would imagine.
I'm just putting that out there. Also, I feel like as a caveman, Fred's junk would be a little hairier. Probably,
yeah.
I feel like razors were probably not in the best of technology at the time.
Right.
But his face is well shaven, so, who am I to make assumptions?
He doesn't like to shave. He got caveman stubble. You're laughing. You have no idea what I'm even referencing.
What is it?
It's the Bedrock Anthem by Weird Al Yankovic. Parody of the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Give It Away. And Under the Bridge.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That is now my second Weird Al Yankovic reference, because earlier when you posted the picture of me, I posted a Weird Al gif of him
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
in the fat video.
Yeah.
Because, man, I looked fat in that picture.
The way you were sitting.
Sure it was.
I'll clear posting pictures before I post pictures from now on if we're going to be like this.
Yeah, I mean, I have an image to maintain, you know.
A Pepsi guzzling. I'm sitting here. I've had probably 3 times the Pepsi as you today.
Yeah, probably. This is only my...
And I've had 2 or 3 pots of coffee.
I mean, this is only my 3rd bottle out of the entire, 6 times 4, 24 that we bought.
Math.
I don't even think I did the math right. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Math.
Yes, math.
What the... Oh. I don't think that she's that well-shaven either. I mean, I feel like Mark probably knows that getting all that hair is
you might want to talk into the microphone. Might be an idea.
Maybe I don't want to talk on the microphone about shaving Wilma's stuff. I don't want to.
You can continue talking while I'm taking a drink, though. Dead air, folks. Dead air. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do we always sound like a Beatles song?
I always think of Joan Osborne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What if God was one of us? I'll tell you what, I have this, now that's what I call the 80s compilation on my phone. If you guys ever want to feel really, 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 really white, listen to Bitch by Meredith Brooks on a bus.
That's, yeah.
I don't care who else is on the bus. Like what, the races of anybody else on the bus. You just feel really fucking white.
Yeah.
Just listen to that song in public. I don't know. But yeah, that was on the other day when I went to go somewhere. I was, I'm just gonna skip this song.
I used to.
And then I think the next song is "What If God Was One of Us."
Oh my gosh.
And Mark's favorite cartoon was Underdog, and yeah.
Oh, the dog's under the dog.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's hot as balls in here.
It is, because you keep cranking the heat.
I don't touch the fucking heat.
Well, I don't turn that up to 70.
It's whisper.
Yeah, okay, the cats are fucking with the thing. They're turning up the thermostat. It is fucking hot in here. Really is. Yeah.
We need to think of a poll. I didn't do that.
Yeah, we were supposed to do that during the last song break, so I could schedule it.
We gave ourselves too much to do on a song break.
I had to.
We need a social media intern.
We do. Well, I also had to text message Ryan from Shambles back.
Oh, geez, you're really multitasking today.
I am, and I had to message TJ and tell him what an idiot I am about remembering what day of the week it actually is.
Right.
Like I was saying, it was 8:30 last night when I realized it was Tuesday. I'm sitting there and I'm like playing NHL and I'm like, wait a minute, shouldn't I be doing something else right now? Like, isn't like SmackDown on? Of course, I got so thrown off because yesterday was a holiday. I had to go get Madison.
Right, that really threw everything off.
Like I'm just sitting on the couch watching hockey. Like, hey, can you do me a favor? Like, yeah, sure. God forbid the kid be home for more than, the 9 hours she had already been home by herself. Whatever.
Whatever. And of course, that was as I started, like, some deep cleaning that involved, like, moving furniture and shit. And, like, then I was just to the point where I couldn't turn back and, like, undo and, like, put everything back. It was like, nope, I'm committed. I'm cleaning now. Like, this is happening. So
She didn't care. She was just sitting on the couch watching Netflix. The same thing she would have been doing if she was home by herself.
She was watching Fuller House.
She was watching Fuller House.
Which was, oh my God. I almost, like, so many times I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Would you turn this shit off? Oh, I can't talk like that to Madison. And actually, this is probably exactly what she should watch.
Yeah. I was just sitting around on my phone and came up with this great idea for Scott for something we're going to do nice for the staff around the time of the anniversary show in March. I'm not going to talk about it any further than that, but I got that I got that idea, and it was like, ooh, okay, here's what we're going to do.
This is going to be exciting.
Sent a message to Scott like, hey, I was going to make this thing for myself, but I think you might want to make it for everybody.
Yeah. And, like, I'm so bad at surprises that I'm just trying to not talk.
Yeah, you are terrible at surprises. You got to wear your apron the other day.
I got to wear my apron.
Yeah.
At the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
How'd it look?
It looked great. Everybody was complimenting you on it.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. But my apron pouch was stuffed full of dog treats because I was giving away free dog treats. But I didn't stay long enough to give away very many dog treats. So I was just like...
But you still managed to get a video of dogs enjoying your treats.
It was just a picture.
Oh, it was a picture.
Just a picture. I did. Rosie brought Billy and his dogs treats.
I promoted this episode by saying we were going to play Shambles, Scarecrow Show, and more.
And more.
And Eric from Janie Crash and the Tall Man, he says, well, is and more still a thing? Like, are we still making that joke?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, well, yeah, I did think of Rosie when I was typing that. And apparently Scott, when she got to Stamps, he said, oh, I didn't know Ann Moore was playing tonight. So, yeah, that's still a thing.
Yeah.
And more. But, I saw she had, they're not doing their upcoming patchwork show.
No, they are going to be having something go on for that time. I don't know how much of the details are public knowledge yet.
I wouldn't say anything because I don't know either. So I don't know anything.
I do know that it's not going to be dead time at Patchwork. They're going to do something, and we will definitely let you guys know whatever is going on because we love them and they love us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was that I hadn't seen Rosie in a while, so it was nice to see her out at Stamps the other night.
I know. I
didn't even recognize her. I didn't even recognize her at first. Like, I walked up and I went to go talk to you, and she said hi, and I'm like, oh shit, hey. It's been that long since
too long.
Yeah, it's been that long since I've seen.
And there's many looks to Rosie. Like, she kind of had that punk rock lumberjack thing going on.
Right.
The other night. But then she has that pinup thing that she does really well, too. And it's like, she's still Rosie, but it's just, like, a completely different side of Rosie. And then there's, like, Rosie when she's, like, building sets at Patchwork, and she's wearing, like, paint-covered, a smock and, like, ripped jeans. It's so funny. It's the many looks of Rosie.
She commented on when I was talking about the Uptown Funk thing that I'm sure I talked about last week on the show. But she commented on the Uptown Funk thing, and she was like, "Oh, I kind of want to hear this." And I said, "Well, you were there the last time I attempted to rap, which was last New Year's Eve with XM Priory, and we did California Love."
That was really fun, though.
I like to go back and watch that. I really, I thought I did a really good job.
I liked it.
I was actually, no, Andrew wasn't at Stamps. Andrew's going to be on sometime. I don't know when. I got to talk to him about it. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Lexi Rain's going to come back, another one of Laura's favorites.
Oh.
She's going to come back and she's going to talk about her new album and stuff like that.
Very cool.
She's in a cover band now, too.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I'm sure they're good.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, that's where the money's at.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been having that conversation a lot. We had that conversation with the Uber driver
Yes.
on the way to
did.
Stamps the other day. So yeah.
It is hot as balls in here. I feel like I'm stuck in between a fucking thigh and a sweaty sack. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ball sacks.
Yep.
And I'm out of Pepsi. What will I do? I'm out of coffee. I'm out of Pepsi. It's just me and my goo ball. Just what I need is more balls.
Holy balls.
Balls.
Yeah. I was going to try and work a holy balls in, and then I just decided to do it right at the top of the show, and then you just gave me a perfect opportunity to do
welcome.
it. So,
yeah.
I'm going to miss Mean Gene Okerlund.
I know.
He was still doing stuff for WWE. He was the narrator on WWE Storytime on the WWE Network. So I wonder if they're going to, if they do another season, who's going to replace him?
Yeah.
Be Todd Pettengill. Anyway, that's another story entirely. Mark says he likes hot balls.
Would you like to start with them hot, or do you want to warm them up, Mark? For our poll, we can be really stupid and ask if people like chocolatey or fruity candy, because I'm looking at both.
All right, we can do that.
It's better than nothing, because it's almost 7.
It is almost
so
7.
So it's time for our poll to go up.
It is almost time for the poll to go up and for the other one to close.
Yeah.
Do you prefer...
How do you spell prefer?
Prefer?
Yeah. You didn't type it that way.
Yeah, I had a typo and I fixed it.
I'm fucking with you. A little touchy today. I feel like you can smell me because it's hot as balls in here. I feel like I smell like sweaty balls.
One person from the winning side wins a handful of random CDs. And our poll options.
Here we go. Let's find some GIFs.
Chocolate. Go ahead, ask me how to spell chocolate.
How do you spell chocolate?
Since I had a typo there too.
I couldn't see it. There's a microphone in the way. Oh my God, that's
yeah, that's
great.
Perfect. Okay, or fruity.
Tutti fucking fruity, tutti fucking fruity.
I'm almost scared to see what comes up when I type fruity.
Oh, there you go.
Boom. All right. And that's going to go up schedule for...
5 minutes or so.
7 o'clock. Oh, I can't do it. It's got to be within 10 minutes or 6 months. Screw it. It's going up now. All right. Our poll is live.
Woo.
Go vote. Because...
Voting matters.
Yeah.
And we have all these CDs, and we don't know what to do with them.
Your vote counts, except with the electoral college.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how.
Yeah.
That's how. Somebody asked how we went from Mexico's going to pay for the wall to we're not paying American government employees until the wall is built.
Yeah.
Like that's how. The electoral college.
So instead of a fidget toy, I found a piece of string. And I'm tying it in knots.
All right.
It's a quiet activity that I can do by myself or with others.
This is true. Oh, okay. Jack Eichel made the NHL All-Star team. Jeff Skinner did not.
Oh.
I mean, whatever, but hey, cool.
That's neat.
At least we've got some representation on the All-Star team.
Tell me what that means. I don't know hockey.
That means Jack Eichel's got a chance to win $1 million.
Oh. Well, that doesn't suck.
No, that doesn't suck. Oh, the captain of Captain and Tennille has died. Or no.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Daryl Dragon, half of the musical duo, the Captain and Tennille, dead at 76.
Jesus, what a...
Everybody's dying today. Yeah, he was the captain. Okay. Yeah, so, everybody's dying today.
Great job, everybody.
Yeah.
Can't even live through a fucking day.
Yeah, Bob Einstein was, he was 76. So,
yeah.
Gene Okerlund was 76.
Why is Hulk Hogan on? Oh, okay. I was like, no.
Because Mean Gene's short and you couldn't see him under the thing there.
Okay.
But, everybody's dying at 76. If you're 76 years old today, you might want to find shelter.
Go find a padded room.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Mean Gene at 76, the Captain at 76, Super Dave Osborne at 76. Everybody's 76 and dead today. This is like when Michael Jackson and Billy Mays died within like 6 days of each other at 50.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're 50, go hide.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's terrible, I always enjoyed Mean Gene, I enjoyed Super Dave, and, I'm not familiar with the Captain and Tennille. I'm sure I am.
Not my shit.
I'm sure I am, I just don't know it. You're pointing.
The door, it's so fucking hot. No, yeah. Oh my god. It's this light. You need a regular light. This light's hot.
Yeah, well.
Wow.
I gotta find a light. I don't know. I got nothing. That's the best I can do. I need a ceiling light is what I need. I need to fix my credit so we can buy a house that has ceiling lights.
Ceiling lights are nice.
And also have a garage and throw shows in our garage.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
House shows seem to be doing really well in Buffalo right now.
Yeah, we come up with a clever name for it and location, ask a punk. That seems to be the thing now, right? Because you got the Noiseland, you got the Bronze, yeah.
And you got Soup of Dissent.
Soup of Dissent, yeah.
Which is just silly as hell to me.
Well, he did put it up for a vote, and it tied.
It was too close.
Well, it tied, and so he just combined the two. So. Yeah.
So what are we playing next?
Next we are playing. We're playing a band that is not playing Saturday. However. This is a song by a former band of a band that's playing Saturday. And this is a song they still play, and they still play it the same way, and they're very proud of this song. It's a very good song. So the band we're going to play is called Pointless Pursuit.
Okay.
The band that this is representative of from Saturday's show is called Ray and the Roaches.
Which is a fun name. I like that name.
It is a fun name, and I gotta see if I can get my Nintendo games back from their guitar player.
Oh, shit, it's like that, huh?
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I think she has like 4 or 5 of them. All right. Anyway, but yeah, so it's weird. It was weird trying to set up this show because I've got Ryan from Shambles as my main contact for Shambles, but he doesn't use Facebook Messenger.
Oh.
So I've got his phone number and I text him. And then there's my main contact for Ray and the Roaches is their guitar player Jenny. And she doesn't use Messenger. So it's like, how am I supposed to, so I can't do like a group message like, hey, is everybody cool with these times? I have to individually message every single band and be like, hey, are you guys cool with going on at this time?
Yeah.
And just hope everybody says yes, which thankfully they did.
Yeah.
But when we first started talking about doing the show, she sent me some videos of Ray and the Roaches playing.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't use that.
Which were really good. I'm sure we probably could, but she said that this is a song they play, that they love to play.
Okay.
And they play it the same way that Pointless Pursuit did. This song is called FRO on all WNY, ThinkSoJoe show. As soon as I find my mouse on the button.
There you go.
Pointless Pursuit on all WNY Think So Joe show. You can catch them reincarnated as Ray and the Roaches this Saturday night at the Tudor Lounge.
I'm excited to go there.
The Tudor Lounge. I'm always excited to go to the Tudor Lounge. There's always a great crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And, like, you know, we've got Shambles on this show, so we're going to have the punks out. I
hope so.
I hear that working class stiffs have a very cult following, and we'll be bringing a ton of people out.
Oh, how good.
And so, you know, and of course we've got the Scarecrow show, who are just, you
awesome.
know, yeah, people love them.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray and the Roaches are great, and I'm sure people who've seen them will be like, ooh, cool, these guys are playing Tudor, let's go.
Yeah. So,
and of course you got your regulars at Tudor too, so it's gonna be a good turnout. It's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of loud, good music. And I'm gonna try not to let Ryan from Shambles get too drunk, so that he can go to the skills challenge with me on Sunday.
Good luck.
Yeah, I was texting him throughout the song break there. So, and also TJ from Days Ago, I was texting through the song. He's coming Friday.
Okay, I'll make sure that I shower.
Yeah. So cool. Hopefully that'll give us enough time to get what he needs to get his stuff done by the time he needs it. So, you know how that goes. It's always a thing of like, okay, when do you need this by, and when can we get the stuff? So, like, yeah. So,
is there a cat trying to get in?
No, I got a text and it vibrated on my elbow.
Is your elbow okay?
Yeah, my elbow's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, so, but yeah, the same thing. Like, Scott asked me yesterday, like, hey, if we're going to do this project that you want to work on, when do you need the stuff by?
It sounds like you're talking about illicit things.
It could be. You'll have to wait and find out.
Scott would never clear something that's illicit publicly.
Not publicly, no. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, but yeah, we're planning on doing something nice for everybody, all of our crew who work so hard for all WNY and
that's exciting
and make things happen. Of course, before then, we've got a lot going on. We just had the Festivus show the other night. I hear that had a good turnout.
Yeah, the Infringement Festival Festivus.
Of course, we had New Year's Eve. We had a okay turnout, I guess. And we have Tudor coming up this Saturday on the 19th. We've got the All WNY Awards ceremony.
Yes.
Oh,
that reminds me. We're looking for basket raffle items.
There you go.
I'm slacking on this so hard. All proceeds for the awards ceremony. There's not going to be a cover charge,
right.
But there will be donations accepted at the door. And then there will be a small basket raffle. All of the proceeds are going to go to the Crisis Services Foundation to help people who might be struggling to get the help that they need. So if you want to donate band merch or just a basket for the basket raffle in general, or, you know, if you have some kind of goods or services that you could donate, find me on Facebook. Or whatever.
Absolutely. And I got a message from Mark Lee the other night, and he was wondering who won Best Hip Hop. And I said, Mark, if you tell me who won Best All WNY show, I'll tell you who won Best Hip Hop. And he said, good, you know. And Scott was like, hey, I like the way you handled that, right? And it's like, man, like there's nothing I can tell him. I was sent all the winners except for the categories that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember who any of them are. and there's been so many messages since then that I'm not scrolling through to find them.
Yeah.
Like, even if I wanted to tell anybody if they won or not, you know what I mean? And I don't want to tell anybody. I have to wait. You guys have to wait.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm rooting for every single one of you.
Yeah.
Especially the ones I voted for. Hi, Ryan. Anyway. Yeah, I did vote for Shambles for Best New Band every single day that the voting was open.
Aww.
Whether they won or not, I don't know.
Can't remember.
I can't remember. But, you know, I was voting for them every day because they're phenomenal. I voted for City Powered Radio for Best Album of the Year.
Yeah.
because we were listening to that pretty much nonstop.
We were for quite a while.
And so I was voting for that. I was voting for all the members of the Scarecrow Show who were nominated. I was voting for members of the Dreadnecks who were nominated. Like, whether or not any of them won, I don't know. But I guess we'll all find out on the 19th at Evening Star in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I so cannot wait to find out if I won Best All WNY Show or not.
I
And
know.
of course, you and I are both nominated for the Greg Rinker Memorial Award.
You know?
And I was voting for you every single day.
I was voting for you, but not every single day because I forgot almost every single day.
I was voting for you, and you were voting for me, and I hope a lot of people were voting for our friend Nick Landers.
And our friend Greg Burt.
Yeah,
And Cam.
Sure. I mean, everybody nominated is absolutely deserving of winning that award, but the two that I really hope get it are you and Nick Landers.
Aw, thanks.
So like, and if I win, cool, but like I don't, I don't think I deserve that one. I think I do deserve Best Podcast on All WNY because, hey, look at this. I'm here every single week doing this shit live.
Yeah.
Whereas other people do a pre-recorded show once a month.
Yeah.
I wonder who I'm talking about. Ryan.
I don't know.
or just don't do their show at all. Scott. Or do a show once a week for 5 minutes. Corey. I know Corey has expanded and he's now on Fridays at 6.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so cool. Good for him. But before when the awards were running, he was still doing like 2 shows a week for 5 minutes each. And then Nick and Dan, they're just a YouTube show that they cut the audio out of and put on a radio station. Like, that's not a podcast.
How's our poll?
Laura
wants
asked.
to know.
Laura asked, and I'm on my way to look because I have to get back there. I was not on the ThinkSoJoe page. We also should find out who won the previous poll. We're at 2 votes, and 1 for chocolate, 1 for fruity. Oh, look. Hey, look who voted.
Laura.
Look who voted.
How cool.
It's Laura Moore.
Laura voted.
All right, cool.
Look at that beard. Look at that beard on that green screen up there.
Oh, there, with the little braids Laura drew on it.
Yeah.
Our poll with the Rubik's Cube, 87% no.
Wow.
It ended 26-4, same as it was when we started the show. So we're going to do a random number generator 1 through 26 on random.org. And 1 through 26, the number is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Joe Lamoureux.
Oh.
And I don't know if they'll let him into Tudors, so he's going to win the handful of CDs.
Okay.
So, Joe, next time I see you, you got a handful of CDs coming your way.
Excellent.
Just random crap. I don't know if it's stuff you'll listen to.
I promised him Tori Amos.
You promised Tori Amos?
I promise.
Promised Tori Amos. That's not bad,
You're
though.
not getting away from this prize situation without some Tori Amos.
Another guy in a jockstrap here.
That one's sportier than last week's.
Yeah.
That one's sporty. It looks like a sports bra he's wearing with it, too.
Right.
What is the purpose of the thing that looks like a sports bra?
Upper body support? I don't know. Yeah, we all know all WNY Corey won every award, says Laura. But yeah, so Joe Lamoureux of Nuclear Winter and the Dreadnecks, you've won a handful of free CDs.
Yeah.
And I might see you in February.
Well, we could
we're
mail.
talking about that.
We could mail
yeah.
them. We'll message you. We'll see what you want us to do.
Yeah, sure.
It'll only take a minute to message him.
Speaking of mail, one of my clients sent me a thank you card.
That's really cute. Is this it?
No, it's over on it's behind you.
Oh.
But she had asked, like, I want to send you a postcard, what's your address? And I said, well, I don't know if I could give you my address because of, Fiverr terms and conditions. Like, because we're messaging on Fiverr, I don't know if I can send you that if that would violate the TOS. And I'm trying to risk my job to give you my address. But I closed the message by saying, but I'm not hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, she got my address, got my name, got my address, and sent me a card.
That's really nice.
And it's like, oh, that's sweet of her,
Yeah.
because we kind of we hadn't spoken for a couple of months because I kind of was super busy and couldn't be bothered to do free work because she always does she would always do like videos and stuff when I needed them.
Mm.
So we would just exchange work. But she was always messaging me like when I had like thousands of dollars worth of work to do, and I'm like, geez, like I don't want to do your free job,
Right.
But I do, she messaged me right before Christmas, and we made up, and I've since done a job for her. So
Yeah.
like I told her, I'm like, listen, I have this huge book job I need to finish. If I have time, I will squeeze this in for you. And I finished the book quicker than I expected, so I did the job for her. Like, here you go, like, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
There you go. So, did I mention about the ball sack and the thigh that I'm stuck in between?
Yes, you have.
Holy shit, it is hot.
Why didn't you go turn the heat down while we are on a song break there?
I was listening to a song.
I guess that's a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there.
It was Pointless Pursuit. It is. They do all kinds of music that you particularly would love. Like Jenny was sending me all these songs, and I'm just like, my girlfriend's gonna love these.
Don't assume that don't make assumptions about what. No, you're probably right.
Yeah, everybody does know my address. Laura knows my address. She's had things sent to me.
Creep. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I still have them. They are not going anywhere.
I'm gonna go turn the heat down.
Please, it is
like
very.
The gates of hell.
It is very warm in here, but yeah, Laura has sent me things in the mail. She had my address, just somehow found my address. But Laura knows my name, and that's what's weird about this. Like, all this girl had to go on was ThinkSoJoe. So I guess maybe if you Google me, you could find out where I live or something. I have no idea. But yes. So that happened. I got that today. Again, Robbie Takak of the Goo Goo Dolls sent me a message out of the blue. I was like, hey, how about that? It's weird because I was telling Karina, and she's back now. I was telling Karina, like, it's weird to be like, holy shit, look at this guy who I see literally everywhere messaging me, but he's famous. So, like, this is cool as shit. I literally have bumped into Robbie at the mall. Like, and as I was telling you earlier,
right?
It's like, it's one of those things where, like, is that Robbie Takak? Nah, it couldn't be.
That can't be.
And then, like, you find out that, he's with this pretty Asian lady and a little baby, and it's, well, wait a minute, Robbie Takak just recently had a kid, and he's married to a Japanese woman. So, holy shit, that was Robbie Goo I just saw at the mall.
Right.
Like, and I see him everywhere, and of course I see him every year at Music is Art.
Yeah.
He's all over the place. It's a game now. It's like, how long till a Robbie spotting? This time I walked through the gate and there's Robbie. Like, well, that was quick. He once got me a poster. I don't have it anymore. But we were looking for the posters, and they didn't have any at the little table they had set up there. And so Robbie was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go get you some," And he went and came back with a whole stack of posters and a marker, and he's like, all right, who should I make this out to?
That's awesome.
So it's like, that's so cool. And like, every time I've been to Music is Art, I've bumped into Robbie. I got my picture taken with him. The first time I went and saw Music is Art, way back then when it was in the parking lot at Good Caramel Records. And the Clear was playing, and Heather Muir was on that bill, my dear friend Heather. So that was a long time ago. And but I had one of those back then you just had the flip phones with the little cheap camera built in, and the picture didn't save. I was disappointed. So So, but it's, not like I haven't had that opportunity to, be like, hey, can I get a picture with you? But I just haven't, because every time I do see Robbie, he's like either with his family or he's really fucking busy. And you can tell, like, that dude is always on the move at Music is Art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to Music is Art because, I wasn't feeling good this past year.
Right. I ended up having to hang out with Brian.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
No, it was all right. Brian, I'm getting messages asking how Mean Gene died. Like, I don't know yet, man. I haven't.
Were you there?
Huh?
Were you there? Were you there when he died?
No, I wasn't.
Well.
Okay. But anyway, I mean, I'm sure like any information I can get, he can get himself. Anyway, but like, yeah. So like, I lost my train of thought now because I opened up my messages. I was talking about Robbie Goo and Music is Art. I had to hang out with Brian.
Yeah.
My plan, I was going to go see Inherent Vice, and I was going to come home, go to sleep, get up, and go later and see Tokyo Monsters, Kennedy Carpool, and some other bands I wanted to see later on in the night, Wyatt Coyne.
Yeah.
But I bumped into Brian during Inherent Vice, and he's like, oh, man, like, I'm here by myself. Can you hang out with me? I'm like, yeah, I suppose. And then my buddy Ted was like, oh, yeah, Coffin Hook's about to go on the other side of the river there. Like, you should go check him out. And I had just seen Coffin Hook for the first time, like 2 weeks prior at that Green Jello show. So I'm like, I gotta go see Coffin Hook. And I went and I checked out Coffin Hook and saw them. We were around when Buried Beneath Concrete were playing. We weren't out there watching them, but we were around. Yeah, we just kind of stuck around. We saw a bunch of bands, and we got, we bought a bunch of records, and we left after Tokyo Monsters, or actually during Tokyo Monsters, because it was just like it was getting past the time they were supposed to finish, but they were told to keep going. So we're just like, man, we're fucking tired. Like, okay, guys, we're leaving. Bye. But yeah. No, I always enjoy Music is Art. I'm glad it hasn't rained the last couple of years, thankfully.
Yeah.
I mean, just the one year I was so stoked about going to Music is Art, and it was the first time I ever saw Arlo Price perform.
Oh, really?
And like Lost Elysium was playing later in the day. There were a bunch of bands I wanted to see, but when I got there, I watched Arlo. It was pouring. And I'm like, all right, I need to figure something out. So I went to buy an umbrella. I went to Home Depot, and it's like the one on Elmwood, because this is back when it was at Delaware Park. So I went to the Home Depot on Elmwood, and I bought one of those $5 umbrellas, those golf umbrellas they have. And I'm like, okay, cool, this will be fine. I get outside, I get onto Elmwood, the wind blows this thing into pieces.
Oh my goodness.
So I walked right back in, like, yeah, I literally just bought this 5 minutes ago. And they're like, oh, did you want to take another one? Do you want your money back? Like, you know what? Let me take another one. Let me try again. So I got another one. Wind blew it apart again. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll just take my money back this time. So I got my money back, and I went back over to Delaware Park, and I'm like sitting in the little bus shelter across the street from Delaware Park, right by Buff State there. I'm like, man, I really want to go to the show, but I really don't want to be out in the rain.
Right.
So I texted Brian. I'm like, how bummed will you be if I leave because it's fucking pouring and I don't want to be out here?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's cool, man. Go home. So I went home and I probably watched hockey or something. I don't know. But yeah, so, and then the following year it rained towards the end, and I was supposed to be on stage with Transgender Jesus out of New York City.
What a great name.
Yeah, she's the lady that's the singer for that band. She's 50. You wouldn't know she was over 20.
Oh, really?
Like, she looks great for her age. Like, but Brandon, our friend Brandon, was supposed to do a thing with them.
Oh, okay.
Because Brian was playing with them, and their friend Mark was playing with them. And Brandon knew Mark, and that's how he got in. And that's how I ended up getting in, was because Brandon left, and they still needed somebody. They had me in, like, this poncho, like, going up on stage, just waving a flag or something. But it rained, and there was thunder and lightning, and of course, they have to shut down the show.
Yeah.
When there's thunder and lightning for safety precautions. So Lost Elysium was the last band that played before they shut everything down. Cute Is What We Aim For was supposed to go on after them.
Oh.
But I guess that was just, if you believe in this kind of stuff, God's way of telling us that Cute Is What We Aim For fucking suck, and that dude needs to be punched in the face. But all WNY does not condone punching people in the face.
The ThinkSoJoe show, however.
I was told.
I just dropped a nerd.
I was on. We got this thing about him saying, the dude from Cute Is What We Aim For saying there's no such thing as rape culture, right? And we just went off of this rant, and I said something about punching him in the face, and Scott wrote an article about it and said all WNY does not condone punching people in the face. So now I feel like I'm obligated to say all WNY doesn't condone punching people in the face. Whenever I say, that dude needs to be punched in the face. So there's that.
There is that.
Apparently, Corey must have voted the opposite of Laura because she's insisting he change his vote. I'm not paying any attention to the poll right now. We'll go back, we'll take a look and see where we're at. Oh, we got a picture of Flitzer, by the way.
Oh, good.
There he is.
There he is indeed.
That's a handsome-looking bird.
Yeah.
I'm sure our cats probably think the same. Anyway, we're two chocolate.
Tied.
It's tied still, 2 chocolate, 2 fruity. Corey did indeed vote chocolate. Laura voted fruity. Dewey from Wyatt Coyne voted fruity.
Dewey voted fruity.
Yeah.
That's fun to say.
Dewey fruity.
Dewey voted fruity.
And my friend Sean, and of course Corey McKnight of Corey Comments, they voted for chocolate.
You know what I'm gonna say? Don't just vote. Share the poll.
Share the poll, and Dewey says fruity all day.
All day, not just part of the day.
All day. Well, I'm sitting here and I've got gobstoppers in front of me, and
I've got nerds in front of me.
I constantly have gobstoppers in front of me.
Unless I take them away from you.
Unless you're stealing them. I also have peanut butter cups in front of me, so there's that.
Unless I'm stealing them. Which
I had to yell at you and tell you not to because they're mine, and I eat them as a reward for a job well done. I do. I get through with work, and I'm like, ooh, I've earned this.
You're a dork.
I tweeted about it the other day. I tweeted out, I said, I rewarded myself with an at Reese's Pieces cup. Or peanut butter cup, rather. And then I got another job, right after that, where the guy was like, can you do this now? And I'm like, if you order...
No, I just had peanut butter.
If you order in the next 30 seconds, yes, I can. I do that for people. I'm like, listen, if you order in the next 30 seconds, I will do it as soon as I get the order and deliver it with no extra fees.
Yeah.
Just, you don't have to pay for the fast delivery. Just get it to me now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do it and get the hell out of here. I've done that for a few people recently. And then other people are like, well, can I get this in 8 hours? Yeah, you can pay for the 8-hour delivery. And I'll do it within 8 hours. I don't know, a lot of times I'm just, there was the one night where I was just like, I want to go to bed, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm still getting orders. It was the day before Christmas.
Right.
And I'm like, or the day before Christmas Eve anyway, and I'm like, I want to go to bed, but I don't want to have any work in the next 2 days.
Yeah.
I just want to take the 2 days off. And one of my clients, while placing an order, says, oh, hey, your gig's still up? You're not taking the holiday off? No, I was planning on taking the holiday off, but I also don't want to alienate anybody who wants to order on the holiday,
Right.
because I know, not all of my clients are, they don't all celebrate Christmas.
That's true.
So it's I'd rather be available to them, where I would be like, okay, cool, you got the 24-hour delivery, I'll get it for you tomorrow, first thing in the morning. So my eventual plan ended up being all right, I'm just going to go in the studio after midnight, on December 26th. I'm going to get through Christmas, and then I'll go in the studio. So at midnight, I was in here, I was working, doing all this client work.
Yeah.
I actually got a book order on Christmas. No, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, the guy placed the book order, so I added an extra day to his time.
Yeah.
Just so I had that extra day. And I'm glad I took it, because I delivered with 19 hours left, so,
yeah.
But
It's good.
It is good.
So, speaking of work,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hustling some cookies at Tudor.
Yes, you are.
Something that I could really, there's like no merch table space at Tudor.
No.
So I'm not gonna set up my table with my nice lights like I usually do. I'm just gonna pack an extra purse full of cookies.
Sure.
So you guys should let me know what kinds to make sure to bring. At karinascookies.716 on Facebook. Let me know what to bring, or go to the event page and let me know what to bring. I'm making chocolate chip tomorrow.
Yeah. I had to pay full price for chocolate chips.
Oh,
I never have to pay. Like, they're always on sale.
We hit baking season, that's why.
Yeah, I guess. No, I don't want my memories. How did I end up there? I wanted the ThinkSoJoe page.
I don't know how you ended up there.
I clicked memories instead of ThinkSoJoe.
Well,
I got confused and thought it was after midnight. I don't know.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. We're up to 6 votes now.
6 votes. Is it still a tie?
No, it is not.
Chocolatey is winning.
Joe Lamoureux, who just won a handful of CDs in our last poll, he voted for chocolate, which is now in the lead, along with Nate Rixinger. I don't know how you say that.
I don't
but
know
he is
either.
the drummer at Element 36.
That picture has him playing guitar, though.
Yeah, but his bio says he's the drummer, so I don't know. I just work here. I don't know.
He's probably in Element 36, at least.
He is at least in Element 36.
There we go.
Yeah. But, yes. Anyway.
Awesome. So people care. People are voting. Make sure you share it, guys.
Yes, share it.
Make everybody vote.
Yes, make everybody vote.
All the voting.
Laura commented, she said, chocolate should be banned.
Why should everything be banned?
Because it's Laura. Yeah, 50 million words with fast delivery would still probably be about 3
John
months.
Cena?
Probably. Or it'll be like, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. Which was when I was testing the Board Wrestling fan server, she happened to be listening.
Oh.
And it was just me saying, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, on a loop. We used to do loops all the time on the show that was in this time slot before. We would just pull up all WNY and just play because there's a slight delay. Mm-hmm. So it would just go into this like trippy loop of us talking.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, we could still do that, but I don't want to.
We could play music.
We could play music. Hey, I'm now friends with that dude from Element 36. Anyway. We could play music. We will play music. We're going to play music from the Scarecrow Show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. What a great band.
Yeah.
What incredible musicians. These are the kind of guys, I've said it before, I'll say it again. These are the kind of guys, when you watch them play, if you're a musician, you're like, maybe I should just sell all my instruments. Because these guys are that good. Now we're going to play the bonus track from their most recent release. This is called Velociraptor on All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
In our time before the dawn of man, was a beast man, rose of the land, hunting
Crow Show on all WNY. ThinkSoJoe Show.
Check. How did you know it would end?
I don't know.
I don't know. You timed that really.
Well, because the bar was at the end.
Oh.
You
got me this time.
Yeah. My buddy Pete posted in this video game group we're in. He found these really ugly, like Madden NFL 12 shoes.
Yeah, those are disgusting.
They're terrible. They're just
the
like
color
this,
of a penny.
They're this weird copper color. And he's like, found these Madden 12 kicks on eBay, hit or miss. And I commented, I mean, you wear Pittsburgh Penguins and Carolina Panthers stuff all the time, so they wouldn't be the ugliest thing in your wardrobe. But, yeah, so, video games. I just got Mortal Kombat XL the other day. I've had Mortal Kombat X since the day it came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw Mortal Kombat XL, which is like Mortal Kombat X with all the DLC for $5, and I'm like, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, definitely.
So I got that, and then I played as Leatherface once and like got my ass kicked because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then I went back and played as Cassie Cage and kicked everybody's ass. So.
You know that I only kind of know what you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I know I can play the game, but I just button mash.
Right. There was, Cassie Cage is the daughter of Sonya and Johnny Cage from the first Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
So, and she's one of my favorite characters to play as in that game because I can play well with her, which is that's always my thing. Like, yeah, Scorpion is always going to be my favorite character, but I suck as playing as Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I love Sub-Zero. Baraka's my favorite in Mortal Kombat 2. I like playing as Kitana in Mortal Kombat 2 because I'm good with her. Like, Cabal was my favorite in Mortal Kombat 3, and then they really, like, basically neutered him in Mortal Kombat Ultimate 3. Like, so. But, yeah, I love me some Mortal Kombat. I actually have pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 11.
It has begun.
It has begun. You get the early access. You get access to the beta. So, like, I get to play the game before it's even finished.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to be released. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you know me. I sat here and watched an entire 2.5-hour YouTube series on the history of Mortal Kombat.
Right.
And that's actually how I found out that Mortal Kombat 11 was coming out. I didn't even see the release trailer until I saw this guy like, oh, hey, yeah, in my last video I said, we didn't know much about the upcoming sequel, and then 2 days later they released the trailer for Mortal Kombat 11, and holy crap does that... You were watching that trailer with me. You saw some of the blood and stuff in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how good that game looks, like visually. So I'm hoping it's just as good as the last two, because the last two have been phenomenal.
Cool.
Yeah. Story mode all day in Mortal Kombat. Those are all good.
Yeah.
The last two games, yeah. For real.
I wish that I could share some people's passion for video games because, like, I get why you guys care so much, but, I just don't know any of it. I wasn't really allowed to play video games. Like, when I would go to the neighbor's house or to friends' houses, there would be video games. But I sucked at video games, so we would not even play video games. We would do something else because it was no fun playing against me. Mario Kart against me is just a whole lot of nothing.
So, I mean, you say, like, you mentioned me in with gamers. I'm not much of a gamer.
But you play video games almost every day.
I do now. But I've never been much of a gamer. I play NHL and I play WWE and I play Mortal Kombat, and that's still to this day what I play.
Well, you still play.
But I'm not like, I tried to branch out. I tried to play Super Smash Brothers with Ryan and Leland and all them. I tried to do that and I failed miserably because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. And Leland's just like, oh no, man, you just mash buttons. And Ryan's like, no, this button does this and this button does this and this button does this. And I'm like, I picked I picked Ken from Street Fighter because I'm like, okay, if I'm going to play a fighting game, I'll play as Ken because I'd imagine that, if anything, his controls will be similar to what they would be in Street Fighter. Nope. Nice.
The braids.
That's, yeah. Oh, look, she found this. If I hit play, we can hear it, but nobody else can, so I'm not gonna do it. But, yeah, actually, I can do this. Watch this. I got this. So that everybody can hear it.
Why does it say John Cena? Oh, because it's Laura.
It says Joe Cena.
Oh, Joe Cena.
I have to open it to copy the link. Oh, no, there it is. Copy link and paste it here. And yeah, this was just, I was testing the Board Wrestling Fan server, and this was. Here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing? It's just that for 15 minutes in this video. I did once send Laura a video of me eating a sandwich for 5 minutes.
The sandwich. I've seen that video.
Yeah, or like 3 minutes or something. It was like, or a minute and a half. I don't know. I used to do a series called A Minute with ThinkSoJoe on the Board Wrestling Fan YouTube, and that lasted all of 3 weeks, and so I did this. I ate a sandwich on camera as a joke among the Board Wrestling Fan crew, because G calls the stuff I post on Facebook sandwich posts. Because, you might as well just be posting about eating a sandwich with the crap you post on Facebook. So I literally ate a sandwich on camera, posted it in the group. And I was like, you know what, I got an idea. And however long it was, I translated it into, this is like 3 episodes in one of A Minute with ThinkSoJoe, and send her this video of me eating a sandwich. So, yes.
What kind of sandwich was it?
Just the same stuff I put on a sandwich nowadays.
Ham and salami and cheese?
Ham and salami and cheese. I couldn't find the ham I wanted today. I was disappointed. Did you use the ham?
I don't eat ham most of the time. This ham that I bought is like way too big. Oh, for the bread? Yeah, it is so big. Like, usually I get the Salem off the bone ham. Yeah. But like, I'm lazy and I don't want to go stand in line at the deli. Yeah. So they have, like, the deli meats already sliced and packaged and just, like, right there in front of the counter there. Yeah. And so I'll always go there and I'll grab from there. But usually I'll get the Salem off the bone, and it's, like, the perfect size for the bread. It tastes really good. But they didn't have it today, so I just grabbed, like, okay, I'll just grab this ham here. And that shit is, like, twice the size of the bread. So it's, like, you gotta kind of, like, fold it in half to fit it in the sandwich. Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, I had that sandwich on Italian bread, in that video. So yeah. Did you put it in the microwave for 30 seconds? I probably did. Or alternatively, I put it on the Foreman grill. Okay. That's a possibility. I really like our sandwich situation. Yeah. I like the sandwich press, but when I'm doing, like, meat in a sandwich, I like it on the Foreman grill or in the microwave. So, like, yeah. I haven't done one on the Foreman grill in a while. Oh, I need to get Italian bread. Maybe I'll make... I need to get some Italian bread. I just bought... We're going to have Hamburger Helper for dinner, probably. Oh, okay, cool. I was going to say, I just bought pizza, like the pizza rolls. The tortillas. We might have those instead. I don't really know. Yeah, well, this is how hungry I was when I went to the store, I'm like, I bought sandwich stuff, and I'm like, what am I going to eat when I get home? And bought pizza rolls, just like, okay, cool, this will be quick and easy, I'll just throw them in the micro. And then I, like, went to cash it up, like, oh shit, I bought sandwich stuff, I didn't need to buy the pizza rolls. Oh well, I bought the pizza rolls. We needed both. If I would have had $5 more worth of stuff, I could have gone on Instacart and ordered and got a free delivery. Oh man. Yeah, I ended up spending $30. What have we come to that we're ordering our groceries online? Here's people always ask me, like, why don't you have a car? Why don't you want a car? What the fuck do you need a car in this day and age for? Right? So, especially living in Buffalo, living a block away from a bus stop. True. There's no reason to have a car. I could get anywhere I need to go. I could get anything that I want delivered to the house. True. I don't need a car.
I don't need to pay $75 a week for insurance or a month for insurance, and I don't need to pay $50 a week for gas and shit like that.
Speaking of getting things delivered to the house, is it okay if I order toilet paper?
Alexa, order toilet paper.
It worked, guys.
What? Yes. Okay, it's in our cart. Apparently it's not available for direct purchase.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to order it right after the show on Amazon. It's in my cart now.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that balloon blow up thing was really good. That electric air pump that we got.
Speaking of balloons, we still have our Sauce Month balloon in the corner here.
It is. It's still inflated.
August, was it?
The beginning of August.
That is a quality latex right there.
You got those from like Tops or something, I think.
I have no idea.
And holy shit, those are good balloons. Like, we had some of a couple of those gold balloons were like deflated by the end of the night.
Oh my goodness. They were shaped so weird, like light bulbs or something.
Yeah, some of them were round, some of them were that light bulb shape, and another were like a different shape entirely that were so like out of shape that you couldn't tie them properly.
Oh my god, they were so weird.
Yeah. And it's like, man, like, what the fuck? Why are these so different? I ordered them from different sellers. But they came in like the same packaging, so it's like, okay, they seem to be the same brand. They should have been
consistent, yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I just ordered the wrong thing for the gold balloons. I have no idea, but man, they looked great together.
It did look good.
That was great. I'm gonna get some. Like I said, we're gonna do 99 red balloons for the 15th at Stamps, February 15th. The third annual All WNY Black and Heart Ball is coming to Stamps February 15th. Stay tuned for more information. 5 evil people plus Corey vote for chocolate. 6 total versus 5 hero vote for for Fruity. All right. Let me get back there and see who's all voted. She said 5 evil people versus 5 hero people plus Corey. So it's 6-5 apparently. Gotham is back tomorrow night. I am super excited.
Good.
I am super excited.
TV.
The problem, the Sabres are playing at the same time.
You have several screens.
I do have several. I'm going to have to watch in the living room. I'm going to have to. Well, no, that's not true. I can put the Sabres game on the tablet and watch on the TV in the bedroom.
You do what you need to do. I'll work around you.
Yeah. But Gotham, I am so... I can't believe there's only like 8 episodes left. It's... and then it's done. No more.
Just done.
Done. No more. Like,
no more.
They're going to have to resolve everything in the next, 8 episodes. It's crazy. But I'm super excited about it. That is one of my favorite shows that's come out recently. You know, I got my my Oswald Cobblepot up there on the right next to my Weird Al Yankovic.
Uh-huh.
I got my Funko Pop going with that. I don't even like Funko Pops. I don't collect them. I have...
You have 3, 4, 5?
I have 4 that I actually... Or 3 that I actually can... 4 that I consider mine. And then the other 2 were
just flown around.
They were in the nerd block or whatever. So it's like, oh, hey, I got these things. It is 6-6 right now. Ian Cap joined in along with BD Buffalo to add to the chocolate side. The fruity side has caught up with Nick Landers, Ashton, my buddy Michael McCurdy down in Texas, and Mike Lurbetsky up in Canada there in Edmonton.
Cool.
Yeah, so looks like it's going to be a tight race all the way through for chocolate versus fruity.
This is interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Make sure you share it, guys, because we want everybody to... Your voice matters or some shit like that.
Ian Cap has chimed in. If we're talking hard candy, then fruity, but otherwise it's chocolate all day and all night.
All day and all night. Chocolate for Ian.
And Mike says, I'm one person. What the fuck am I going to play a CD on, though? I do believe he was one that voted against CDs a couple of weeks ago when we did that poll. It's interesting to find out these things about people, what they're into.
Well, you could decorate your wall with the mirror side of the CDs. You know?
back in the day, AOL at one point had 100% of the world's CD production capacity making AOL CDs.
Mm-hmm.
And where some of those CDs ended up were in the hands of me and my buddy Turtle. And back then I had one of those really thick ball chain necklaces, right? And so we would just get bored, and Sean would throw one up in the air, and I'd bat it out of the air with the necklace and send it into a billion pieces. I am sure that his ex-stepdad is still finding pieces of shattered CDs in his in the room there.
How funny.
But yeah, Sean and I used to smash a lot of things. There was this video of it was in that group of somebody was cutting an original PlayStation with like a hydraulic cutter, like where it shoots water to cut through whatever. And Sean was like, "Oh man, this really upsets me." I said, "Dude, didn't we smash one of those with like a monkey wrench once?" And he goes, "No, we smashed something else." And I'm like, "No, we smashed a PlayStation." Because I had my original one, and we shorted it out, and I went and bought a new one, so we smashed the old one.
That makes sense.
And I was walking around carrying the power button in my bag for like a week at college. We definitely smashed a PlayStation. We smashed no, we're not sending the winter AOL CDs, but that would be awesome.
Oh my God, if we had them, we would.
I'm sure we could get them. I'm sure.
We originally got them in the mail, so why not get rid of them in the mail?
I mean, they're likely on eBay. I bet. People collect those, actually.
People collect anything.
AOL CDs. We're gonna look up on eBay real quick.
Find our Facebook and start a discussion. What's some shit that you guys collect? We're interested.
Look how much these are going for. They're going for like $10 for one CD.
That's ridiculous. They're worth a penny.
Yeah, $10 for one CD. There's 26 old AOL 1.1 Netscape MSN floppy and CD, Windows and Macs on new on original cards, $19.99 for 26 of them. And then the very next thing is a 1998 AOL 3.5 floppy disk for Windows 95, 100 hours free, sealed, pre-CD software, $19.99.
Wow.
So yeah, these things fetch some money on eBay. So
that's so funny. If
we get our hands on some of these, we need to sell them on eBay. Fuck giving them to people. I love you people, but yeah, if I can make some money off of something, I'm doing that instead. But we used to smash the AOL CDs like with the ball chain. That was just a regular occurrence for us. They were all like bits and pieces everywhere.
Do you know what I did once? And there's a video somewhere. My mom had a bunch of lawn chairs. This is when we were living in Lockport in Tonawanda Creek Road. Well, I was living in Florida, and I must have been home for my July break or something. And so my mom had all of these lawn chairs, like the plastic ones, like what she gave us.
Mm-hmm.
And like I got confused and thought that like these ones were garbage and these ones were to keep, and so I grabbed my baseball bat and my sister tossed the chairs in the air and I shattered them with a baseball bat. It was really fucking cool.
That's pretty much what we did with the PlayStation.
Yeah. And my mom got really upset because I think they were the wrong chairs. I think that they were the good chairs. But it was cool. It was really neat.
Hey, we talked about a band called Medicated Silence a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I had mentioned them. We talked about them just a little bit of history of ThinkSoJoe Brain and how one of them almost ended up playing bass for us but later on that night, I ended up in a conversation with one of their original guitar players.
Yeah.
And we got to talking about like how much stuff we could talk about that had happened with Medicated Silence and ThinkSoJoe Brain. Like, as far as crazy shit that would just only happen only happen at our shows.
Yeah.
Like, we played a party, for a friend, an old friend, a former friend of mine. I haven't talked to her in probably a decade or so. Played this party, And it was us, it was J. Ryan Kane, the Gravity Thieves, it was Suffer the Wicked, which is Nick Myers of the Dreadnecks old band.
Oh, wow.
And it was ThinkSoJoe. And, like, Shades from the Edge was there, like one of the DJs at that terrestrial radio station there. And so, like, there was this... Suffer the Wicked had a female singer, and they were like this Iron Maiden, Judas Priest-style metal band. And they were phenomenal. And so, and Chrissy could really sing. And after their set, Ryan from J. Ryan Kane, the Gravity Thieves, goes up to, like, oh man, you sing really well for a girl. Oh my God, man, I thought she was going to kill him. Like, she was screaming at it. I'm like, I walked into the conversation late. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he said she sings really well for a girl for singing that kind of stuff. Like, jeez, that was dumb. Which, you know, Ryan's a fucking idiot anyway, and that's why nobody talks to him anymore. But and then later on that night, Medicated Silence is playing, and then there's like naked women like running through the house. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Why didn't this happen during our set? But at least I'm here. You know? And I'm pretty sure that's not the only instance of nudity in of female nudity at a Think So Brain and Medicated Silence show.
What about male nudity?
No, I don't think there was much of that.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but
well, we get caught up with Mark on the male nudity.
This is true. We once played at Fast Freddy's. It was us. It was Medicated Silence, and the only people there were the people that Medicated Silence brought. Because it was in the middle of a blizzard. Oh. So who's driving to Depew in the middle of a blizzard to see a Buffalo band and a Niagara Falls band and a Lewiston band, right?
Yeah.
Or Lockport band or wherever the fuck they were from. So we went and played Fast Freddy's. I'm going to wrap this up very shortly because we got to play another song and get out of here. But we were playing Fast Freddy's, and I had a wireless mic at the time. So two of the dudes from Medicated Silence are sitting on this couch. The couch looks comfortable, right? And I'm like, cool, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go jump on the couch and, like, sit down next to him. So I got off the, I can't say off stage because there wasn't really a stage. It was like, so I get off floor and walk over to them and I go run up and I turn around and I jump and I plop on the couch and oh my God, that fucking couch was not comfortable.
Oh my God.
I was in fucking pain. Oh. I'm like, oh man, that did not go the way I planned. And then we got to play go-karts for a little while after. That was fun. We always had fun together. Think So Brain and Medicated Silence back in the day. And we had the same manager who we both had to get rid of because the guy was an asshole and was a scam artist.
A real scam.
Real scam artist. We each paid him $500. You know, like. So he got away with $1,000 from the two bands and did absolute dick for either one of us. And but for a while, the only time that I ever got to perform because I was signed to this guy and he's supposed to be getting me shows was when Medicated Silence would play, and I'd go up on stage with them and sing their song "Christmas Cry" with them. So yeah, we had a great history then, and there's all kinds of Hey, you remember that time Medicated Silence and Think So Brain played at a lesbian bar? That happened. This Saturday, we're not going to be at a lesbian bar for Shambles' next show.
That's not to say there won't be lesbians there.
That is definitely not to say there won't be lesbians there.
We don't promise anything, but...
We don't. I mean, I'm sure if you get all the women in the bar drunk enough, I don't know. But, don't listen to me.
We'll just say Karina doesn't drink anymore.
Right. All right. So this is our boys Shambles. They're playing this Saturday night at Tudor Lounge. The doors are at 8 o'clock. It is $5 for admission. You have to be over 21 to get in.
There will be cookies.
There will be cookies. There will be 4 incredible bands.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great night. And, of course, get to Tudor, give Ryan your money at the door, give Karina your money for cookies, give the bands money for merch, give Chris behind the bar the rest of your money for drinks. Have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. Drive home safely from the show. This is our boys Shambles, and this song is called Senko on all WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.